And welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and we're awake, right?
Wide awake.
We're wide awake.
11 o'clock.
Right, 11 o'clock for you guys, and I know it's a break from your cartoon morning, but we're here nevertheless, and hopefully we can be as amusing, if not as colorful. Although, you see, Mark's wearing a red tie. He picked my tie out. Paisley.
My ties?
My ties. You picked my tie out, and it looks like
What's the matter with it?
you made me look like an idiot. I could do that myself.
That's your tie.
I could.
Yeah, you don't need
myself.
my help,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
So,
With ties like that,
we don't need friends.
there's nothing wrong with the
good.
paisley tie.
It looks okay. I like the. I know that you think that it's going to cost you more to watch the show now that we have regularly taken to wearing ties and actual shirts. But
Well,
don't worry, there's no backs on these shirts.
Well, we just went to lunch. I think you must have used your tie as a
That's why
napkin.
you get paisley, because it matches no matter
can't
what
tell.
you eat. Matches spaghetti, it matches sushi. In fact, there is some
There's a
sushi
piece
here.
of sushi there. That's what we had for lunch, isn't it?
Ah, it's fresh. Yes, it tastes pretty good. So yes, we did have try out the new sushi place in downtown.
It's called Tokyo Sushi
It's where
on El Paseo.
how many other restaurants have been there? It's in front of the old Dynasty,
Many restaurants.
next to Kmart, and we liked it.
We did like it. We did
was
like
good.
it.
It's run by the guy who used to be the sushi chef at Japanese Kitchen over on Roadrunner.
Yeah, and some of the same
And,
wait
I think
too.
he stole half the company to start that, and the sushi was good, the food was good.
Prices are lower.
We had fast service. We got
Very
here in
fast.
time to, do the show
The
yesterday.
sushi, the service was excellent.
Yes.
The food was excellent.
We had to tip them because we, usually we don't.
Yeah,
tip
we
you.
told him make sure you stay out of show business.
Just look what it's done to us. It's all gone to our heads. My head especially. Look at that hair. That hair is crazy. Anyway, other than that, yes, we're here to bring you information about your town. The Tokyo Sushi place is fine to go to. We're giving it our one thumb of approval.
And you don't have to have sushi. I've got plenty of other things besides
Teriyaki, they have
besides
bento boxes.
raw
People
fish.
love bento boxes.
You had teriyaki chicken.
Teriyaki chicken was very flavorful, and it came with a lot of stuff. It was
A lot
pretty
of stuff.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dumplings.
That was
there.
I like the dumplings,
Well, it
even
wasn't-
though you can never figure out what was in them. But yeah, it's
Sure.
better not to know.
Well,
You don't have to know everything. You don't know what's in the paint that goes on your walls, do you?
I don't eat it either.
What about toothpaste?
Well, I wait till
Toothpaste.
till it dries out. I eat the chips.
Well, only if it's lead-based, right?
Of course.
Because it gives you more food
That
if it's
explains a lot.
lead-based. Yes, all that head stuff. So yes, what do you do for your toothpaste? You read the ingredients there?
Yeah, I do.
They don't put ingredients on toothpaste.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. They just say, they
No.
say active ingredient. They don't say the ingredients. Because
Sodium-
propylene glycol
sodium
is in,
saccharin.
yes, but the same stuff that goes into your radiator goes into toothpaste.
Oh, glycol.
Yeah.
Well, that goes into booze.
Food, booze.
Vodka.
That's another thing I didn't like. They didn't give us fortune cookies at the Tokyo place.
Well, Japanese haven't had good fortunes lately.
That's true.
They didn't
So
want to
they
take a
wouldn't
risk.
want to do that. Wouldn't want to know what our fortune was. So we're going to actually start by talking. We didn't start talking yet. You probably noticed that. We're going to talk about.
Yeah, this is not talking for Michael.
His favorite subject: little baby animals. It's the little baby animal part of our show.
Yeah, well, what's not to love? Right now, they discovered some burrowing owls were in the way of a pipeline going through, and
Where was that place?
that was here somewhere.
Look at that guy.
somewhere around
There's
there.
one going right through our show.
There is right there in his burrow.
We should get
Peeking
rid of
out.
that. Yeah, they're cute.
There's nothing cuter than a burrowing owl.
Oh, yeah, I bet they found it by Barnes & Noble, because I know that in front of the English building on NMSU campus, little burrowing, they're like this
Yeah,
big.
they're all over
really,
the-
they're,
they're
here
all
they're
over the
little big.
campus.
Yes.
Many varieties of owls actually, but these burrowing owls, two sets of them, were in the way of a pipeline. The pipeline was going right by them.
Oh,
They brought university people over to consult, and they stuck a camera down in there to see what the progress was, because they sometimes have up to 12, lay up to 12 eggs. And only 4 or 5 of them actually live.
oh.
To
That's because you
go
got
on
cameras
themselves.
probing into their eggs.
So
But they actually found an opium den, isn't that true?
no, and so what they're gonna do is put doors there, one-way doors, so when the small chicks finally come out, they can't go back in. And then they
Little
can,
revolving doors that can't go backwards.
right.
So one-way doors. What happens when the burrowing owl goes out to get the little, pre-digested food to spit into their mouths? Like, birds like to
No,
do.
they're going to wait until the babies are old enough to leave the nest, and then once they check out, they don't check back in.
But just the fact of their name is a verb, which means they're burrowing owls,
Yes.
which doesn't mean they go into a burrow. They means that
They
if
make burrows.
they make a burrow, so why don't they just burrow right next to where their old burrow
Well,
was?
they're going to have to go and make new burrows elsewhere.
With
but
two-way doors.
Yeah, one
Swings both ways.
Yeah, but at least the owls weren't wiped out in the process.
At least.
That would be the normal way around here to do it.
Yeah. Well, if it was up to, we should have made them endangered species. Then we could have had Senator Pierce go after them and build something there.
Well, they're not. Yeah, actually, some owls are
Those-
endangered. These aren't. These are on the critical list, though. But they're
Oh.
not endangered technically.
And who reads the list? The owls, to know how they stand, to see what their fortune's going to be. They read the list. They go,
They don't realize-
oh, look, I think we moved from critical to endangered. We better watch out.
That's right.
Go screw.
Well, they can come to I have a bird sanctuary in my backyard. They can come here anytime they want.
You know what would happen if burrowing owls came to your bird sanctuary?
They could burrow in and be
There goes
happy.
the birds. What do you think burrowing owls eat? Burrows?
Bugs.
Eat bugs. They probably eat baby birds.
And there's all the bird seed
You
they
can
can
correct us if I'm wrong there. Rarely do you correct us because obviously I'm never wrong.
eat. Well, there was that one time when you were wrong. That's
When you told me I should do the show and I said yes,
No,
that was
it's-
probably it.
No, it's when you thought you were wrong, but you weren't.
Oh, you're right about that.
It's the only time I've
Yes.
known you to be wrong, Michael.
Yes, at least you're there to correct me.
And well, speaking of
The
cute-
next thing is
speaking of
from
cute
birds to
animals,
cats.
yeah, well, cats like to eat
Cats.
birds, but free cats are now available at the animal shelter.
Did you say birds like to eat cats or cats like to eat birds?
Cats like to eat birds.
Well, hawks like to eat kitty cats and
That's true.
eagles.
all
So
a
it's
matter of
it's a
scale.
two-way street there.
right,
well,
but right
there's no
now,
streets.
through the end of the month of June, you can get free cats up at the animal shelter. All their shots are taken care of. They've been chipped. Everything's
That was a
done.
good shot.
Oh, look at that cutie.
We've had a lot of requests from people who watch the show to take off the two guys on the side of the cat pictures and just
put
run
the
cats
cats.
for a half hour, baby cats for a half hour.
Cat channel.
It worked on South Park.
You could probably do it.
That's good. Now if we could just make them talk. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Oh, look how cute he is. Oh,
So if you want cats like these,
Buy me, buy
they're up
me.
at the shelter right now. And the sad part of the thing is,
that we're not on TV anymore.
the animal shelter
Oh.
kills 81% of all cats that come in.
Yes, and if they killed 81% of us, there would be like
Just
19% of you
one
left.
of me left.
Yes, 19% of you.
Well,
None of me. Or maybe, what, 28% of you.
maybe we'd morph.
Oh, we just morphed into guys wearing ties. You're
Guys
so
with
formal.
ties.
Gosh. So, what'd you want to say about?
Free cats at the shelter.
I think I missed that whole sequence on
through
little
June-
furry animals.
Well, you were
little
busy
baby
talking.
animals. Yes.
And through June 30th, free cats up at the shelter. Get them while they're hot.
Buy a dozen. Buy a half dozen. I think they're cheaper by the
Well,
dozen.
they're free. That's,
They're free by the dozen, yes, but then they give you a little, you know how they give you those wine boxes in Albertsons, like with three? You'd get one of those, carry them out. you get
Walgreens, yeah.
Walgreens and Albertsons.
Oh, really?
Yes, you should go there.
I don't hang around liquor departments, Michael, like you do.
Well, I just take my 6-packs and run. It's
Now,
better.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, I hear there's going to be
Oh.
a documentary on television about a Las Cruces event.
Where'd you hear that?
It was in the paper.
Oh, so you didn't actually hear it.
Well, plus I'm keyed in. I'm keyed into the filmmakers throughout the land.
That's true. Your fingers are on the heartbeat
That's right. You know,
or the pulse.
all
on
the
the pulse.
filmmakers are on.
Everybody talks to you,
Same
and you
plane.
know all this stuff. So the Katie Sepich murder is going
That's
to
the
be.
one. That's the one.
uh,
We remember Katie Sepich. She was murdered here in Las Cruces.
How many years
And,
ago? A long
she's-
time ago,
She's the
like 6
namesake
years
of the
ago.
new law,
Yes.
Katie's Law, which Governor Martinez recently signed into law.
That picture, when it was all over the paper, I mean, that is like the iconic picture because whose eyes could be that sparkly?
Yeah, she
Whose
goes through.
smile could be that glowing?
And they
Katie
were all
Sepich,
snuffed out by a low-life weasel
whose DNA was finally found
Yeah,
someplace.
3
and-
years later.
Yes.
because he was caught doing some other crimes. They took his DNA at the time.
They were going to take his
they
D,
matched
and they
it
took
up.
his A, and they matched the D with the A, and they had D and A.
That's what
how
the
it
DA
works.
did.
Yeah.
And so anyway, there's a her segment is called Co-Ed Confidential. It's part of a series called Nightmare Next Door.
And it
And
was pretty
it's-
close. It was around where Target is, I think, up
was-
that hill.
Up in the off of Telshore area,
Telshore, Loman.
I believe. And she was
in
she
Telshore?
was with her. She's coming home from late night partying, and she
got abducted, kind
She was
of.
sneaking in the window of her bedroom, and
No, is that true?
and a fellow grabbed her. Yeah.
What's a fellow doing by the bedroom?
Following her? She was
Oh,
walking.
well,
She was
really?
walking home, yeah.
Well, you shouldn't tell me because I'm going to watch that,
Well,
documentary, and
they're
you're
gonna
going to
show
give it
what
all
happened.
away.
It's on channel
So it's gonna be-
111 if you have an enhanced Comcast.
There's a channel 111.
Enhanced
That's like worse than our channel.
digital
It's
Comcast.
like we're 98, as you know, because you're watching the show. They're 111. I mean, it's easy to remember. That's far away. So probably if you get this station, you can get 111.
I would
guess.
think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Anyway,
So-
that's Sunday, 4 o'clock. That's the last. They showed me 3 times, but by the time our show is airing now, there's one more left to see Sunday at 4 o'clock.
And they are instituting in July 1st a further expansion of Katie's Law. So anybody who's arrested for a felony, I believe, will have their DNA taken.
Exactly.
So they give it back once they're done with it. But
Well, if it turns out that you're not charged with the felony, or it's thrown out, they are supposed to destroy the DNA sample.
a paranoid person like you would say that's not going to happen.
Well, you know it's not going to happen
course.
in all cases.
I think that DNA is hard enough to. It looks easy when it's on a forensic TV show to get your DNA, get their DNA, and they're out there and they're there and they get it. But I think it
would you
takes
like
a long
cup
time.
Of water?
Yeah.
Trick him into.
Oh, that's right. Are you done with that coffee cup, sir? Get the DNA. He's the one. Doesn't work that easy. So I guess it takes a lot of work. We have enough people arrested for felonies that that's a lot of work. So what else? Oh, you know what we should talk about while we're talking about.
Well, Katie's Law.
Well, we did talk
that.
about Katie's Law, and you talked about somebody sneaking into or taking her while she was jumping into her house. There's also been a rash of burglaries, and recently one person walked into the house, and there was a guy with a bug killer thing. He was apparently
claimed to be an exterminator.
burglarizing her house,
Look, I have an alibi. It wasn't me.
and I can't carry heavy objects, so it wasn't me.
I told you
They
that
almost
hernia
got that
fixed.
guy. No, see, it's my alibi. I
I
need
see.
my alibi. It works. So there has been a lot of break-ins right now. Hopefully, nobody knows where we live.
It's the summertime. People are gone from their house quite a bit. Maybe they're on vacation too. Look out for your neighbors' vacant homes. There's quite a rash of burglaries going on around town.
And people are warning you. They're telling you what to do to avoid burglaries. Don't own anything.
Well, yeah, but see, the people who rob your house don't know you don't have anything until they get in.
Right.
Once they're in.
Then they'll be despondent.
And maybe they'll bring stuff.
What are
that
they going to
stole
think? They
elsewhere.
say, I did so well in my last house. Here's a camcorder or something. That'd be nice. It's sort of like a Robin Hoodish thing.
Well, there
a
are.
hood.
They're hoods, all right.
Hoods.
In the hood.
So yes, be careful. Lock your garage doors or whatever else. And actually, you should actually start putting little locks on your pockets, because who knows?
Well, you know what
people
problem
do.
I have? They say you should stop your paper. If you get the paper delivered on a daily basis, have the delivery stopped on it. But I find that does not work with the Sun News. You tell
No, they don't.
You tell them to stop delivering your paper, and 8 days later, they finally stop it.
Yes. Well,
Right? And then you get back from out of it's already piled up for a week. Then you get back from out of town. You tell them, "Oh, you're home now," and a week later they start delivering it.
well, you should do what we do. We have great neighbors who take our paper,
Uh-huh.
and that works. We have to take a break right now, I believe.
We do.
Should we take a break?
Let's take a break right now, and we'll come right back after these vital words.
Get that.